Welcome to this edition of the Rhody Reporter. I'm your host for this segment, Mark Zakaria. There's a running joke in the Disney movie franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean. Over and over, one character or another will invoke the pirate code. Then, when that very code is immediately violated, another character will shrug and remind the first that code is more of a guideline, actually. Recently, it has seemed that the pirate ship Smith Hill is following that model. There are plenty of rules and regulations, all hard-coded into statute, that will be ignored in a heartbeat if it's really important. Take the strange case of the IGT contract extension. Procurement regulations strictly require multiple bidders on any contract that exceeds $50,000 in value. Well, the IGT extension carries a price tag of at least $1 billion, not to mention a 20-year term. But Governor Raimondo thought a variance on all that was in order, just this one time. By the way, the existing 20-year contract with IGT does not conclude until 2023, so we've got some time. The problem there, of course, is those pesky term limits. By 2023, Ms. Raimondo will be done in the corner office. Sacre bleu! What if her successor isn't as cozy as she is with IGT? What if, heaven forfend, that successor gets all the credit for the deal? Or worse, the board position. So, the claims and counterclaims began to fly. There are jobs at stake, said IGT. But you're paying hundreds of millions too much, replied Twin River. Error-free operations, asserted IGT. Old, slower, and more vulnerable video poker terminals, was Twin River's rebuttal. By now, as usual, the waters surrounding this fish story are roiled up and too muddy for accurate observation. Does it cross anyone else's mind that this is exactly why the procurement regulations were enacted in the first place? Here's how House Minority Leader Blake Philippi put it.
IGT says it costs us $0 over the cost of the core services for them to keep 300 jobs here. Twin River tells us we're paying $300 million more than we're supposed to, or than we have to if we put this out to bid to keep those 1,000 jobs here. The way to determine what it costs us, the cheapest way to run our casino system is to put this out to bid and then figure out whether we want to pay a little bit more for those 1,000 jobs.
Sometimes, on a road trip, the kids in the back seat will just start going at one another at such a level that the adults in the front seat have no choice but to pull over and growl at all combatants. Isn't that what Representative Philippi just suggested in this instance? For that to work, though, there's one major problem. You and I have to be ready to be the adults in the front seat. So, if we can agree, let's do that.